Thank you. So as you can see on the board, I'm going to be talking a bit about women in motorsport today. I'm quite passionate about motorsport. Sort of my entire life is sort of based around motorsport, and I sort of, as I watch motorsport, you don't really see many women, and I want to sort of delve into that a bit today. So first up, why is motorsport such a male-dominated sort of area, space? Some would say it's because on average women are slightly shorter than men, so maybe they have trouble reaching the pedals or steering wheel, which is a bit rich coming from me. Others say that it's because to need to drive a car fast, like this guy here, you need to be quite strong. You need to, especially in sort of like F1, you need to be strong, fast reflexes, which may be attributed to the male sex, which obviously we know in today's day, not really relevant. So I'm going to go through a bit of a survey. I'm going to show you some women that should change your mind on why more females need to be in motorsport. So as I said, we'll start off with a bit of a survey. I'm going to go through some people, and I'm going to ask you to raise your hand if you know who the people are on screen. So first up is this person. Who knows who this is? A couple people. It is a bit, this one maybe for the sort of hardcore fans. Next one is this person. You should all know who this is. I thought so, yeah. Quite a big personality. Had to put the sort of the aero atom photo on, big one. This one again, should know this one. Yeah, in the news quite recently. We'll go through who they are in a minute. Now, what about this person? Does anyone know who she is? We've got one sort of like slightly on the edge. What about this person? If you watch Drive to Survive Season 4, you may recognise who this is. No? Again, one person. Well done, Farmer, you're doing great. Anyone know who this is? Farmer again, and Sir, great. And lastly, this person. Anyone know who this is? That is interesting. So I'm going to go back to the start again and go through who they are. But firstly, I want to know, does anyone want to like tell me why they have no idea who the female drivers are and why they know who the male drivers are? Anyone want to take a guess at why? No? Cool. I'll answer it. I'd say it's to do with coverage of the sport, but we'll go through who they are first. This is Michael Schumacher, 7-time F1 world champion, one of the greatest drivers in F1. This is obviously Jeremy Clarkson, biggest car TV presenter in the world. This is Sir Lewis Hamilton, again 7-time world F1 champ and most successful driver in F1. Now onto the women, of which pretty much no one apart from Farmid and a couple for Sir. This is Jamie Chadwick. This is a 2-time W Series champion, is part of the Williams Driving Academy for F1 and is hugely exciting prospect for Britain. This is Susie Wolff, wife of Toto Wolff, who is head of Mercedes AMG Petronas F1 team, but she is the most recent female to partake in an F1 weekend doing testing for Williams. This is Sabine Schmitz. She is a German TV presenter who unfortunately died either last year or the year before, and but she is queen of the Nürburgring. She has any type of car vehicle, she has raced it around the Nürburgring, getting the fastest time. And lastly, this is Leila Lombardi, the most successful female F1 driver in history. So yeah, once again, not many of you, from my little survey, from my little analysis, most of you knew who all three of the guys were in the world of cars in F1, and not really anyone knew who any of the females were. Now, I think, as I said earlier, that's to do with the coverage. There is not enough coverage and enough spotlight on young female talent who are really, really good. In fact, some are even better than the F1 drivers currently. In fact, this image here shows, as I talked about, Jamie Chadwick beating Mick Schumacher, son of Michael Schumacher, and F1 young prospect himself. She beat him at the Race of Champions at the end of last year on the snow and ice, but by a couple seconds. Now, no, I don't know if any of you knew about that. Did anyone know that happened? Farming had a bit of an idea, but no one else knew that a young female beat a rising F1 star on equal terms, equal cars, equal track, and yet it's an amazing feat. And I think that's a bit of a problem. So my main aim of this was to inspire you to get involved. If you're, especially the women and girls in this class, if you're want to think about motorsport and you think, you know what, I could have a go at that, I think that's quite a fun sort of area to be involved in, either to work in or even drive. I would say get involved, because things are getting better. There is now coverage of things, there are series specifically for women, and I would say the main point of this is just to show you that women can succeed in motorsport. Yeah, thank you for listening.